What is happening, people of the world? Welcome back for another episode of the Whiskey and Wade Show with me, your host, Tommy Mac.
Me, your better host, Tyrone McKenna.
And you know the crack right now. We are in association with the number one whiskey in the land,
Right
Dragon Claw. That's right.
If you haven't noticed, we've changed up the scenes. So, Dragon. We are. It's getting better every week.
Every week, it's a work in progress.
But Dragon Claw is now behind us, out of arm's reach.
Yeah, because it's, every time sitting there, we're going, Jesus, went to be cask session last week, absolutely great. So we may talk a wee bit about that more later on. And see, today, it's just us two. We were supposed to be joined by up-and-coming comedians, Pete Giffen and Kieran Franco.
I'm telling you what, most unreliable people in the world are comedians.
I don't know.
All of y'all.
Oh, yeah.
All of you.
But,
constellations more.
Yeah. More than anything. What gets cancelled with that?
I don't know,
But anyway, folks, make sure you get tickets. The both of them have solo shows coming up. So Kieran Franco's show is out on the 4th or the 7th. So make sure you get tickets for it. And Pete Giffen actually sold out the first show, which is the 3rd of September. And he's having another one on the 10th. So go and check them out. Two funny cuts. Not as funny as me. Like.
Speaking about you, you had a big show this week in Galway.
Galway.
Have you ever travelled outside Belfast? Oh, you have? London
Most of them are outside Belfast, but this is the first one down south.
And how did you feel? How did you fare? Galway looked buzzing this weekend.
Oh, I was.
First of all, the boxing was happening on the Friday, and then Saturday was the gig. Where was it?
In Roisin Do. Well, we say Do. They say Dove down there. But you know.
And if you know what that means, it's Tyrone Do or Tommy Do. Sorry, Tommy
maybe
Do.
it's that. But so I'm actually gonna have to inquire. But is that why they got me down? But the gig went perfect. Probably one of the best.
You were saying it was one of the best ones you've ever had.
One of the best. So
why? Any madness?
Nah, no madness. I just went up and did my thing, and the crowd loved it, and I was buzzing with wee socks off. So that's it. I'm a comedian.
You've been a comedian for fucking a bit longer than that.
Certified.
Anything else happened during the week?
What happened?
I'll tell you what's happened with me. I swear to God, I'm living in fear in my house now.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. If any of you have been watching his Instagram stories or whatever, he'll maybe be up to date. But one of the sunny days last week, I was outside. I was washing my missus' car. I don't know why. I never wash cars, but I was washing it that day because it was sunny. I wanted to get a bit of a tan. So I'm washing her car. And this granny, not my next door neighbours, by the way, in case you think it was my next door neighbour, it wasn't Emmons. Someone down the street, a granny, about 70 years old.
7?
70. 70. 70 years old. And she cornered me when I was washing the car. And I had nowhere.
Hey, big boy.
I had nowhere to go, so I said, fuck it, you know what? She was in the garden across the street from me. And I said, do you want to have a chat with her? She looks lonely. She's an old woman. And I never see anyone really go around her house. So I said, fuck it. So I sat there, and I'm not a social person. But any stress in the
I'm worried about you. It sounds like you're preying on a vulnerable old woman. She's on her own. No one talks to her. I don't usually do this, but... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh. Right. So, it's going to sound a lot worse soon.
Oh, jeez.
But, how about a combo? And I thought, you know, I was buzzing with it because I'm not a good social person. I can't carry awkward combos or small talk, and I killed it this day. I had an hour full combo with it.
Did you?
But
crazy.
The thing is, anything I was saying there, she was just disregarding and carrying on with her own stories. So I don't think she was even listening to me. So after an hour, I said, look, I have to get back to wash my car here. So she said, right, okay. And that was the end of it. Next night, I'm in the house, 10:30 at night. I just hear the door, do. What the fuck's that? Game bomb. Oh, fuck me. No one's... People at this day and age usually text you and say, look...
I hate the wee unannounced visitors.
Yeah, that's...
So in the early hours of the morning...
No, it wasn't early. I was 10:30 at night. So it wasn't too bad.
It was been well in bed.
I was in bed as well. because our house is under construction, I go up to bed early and I watch stuff on the laptop, get out of the mess that's downstairs. So I heard that, what the fuck's that? So I walked down the stairs, but, oh sorry, I forgot to say, the electric in the whole street had went out at the stage.
having them up my way.
So blackout. So I wasn't watching anything actually, I was just sitting in the thing. And then my electric just came on, and then boom, 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 and I said, what the fuck? So I went downstairs, the granny sitting there, what the fuck? And she went, is your electric gone? And I said, clear as day, my whole house is lit up like a Christmas tree. And I was like, yeah, it's on. Why is yours off? Expecting her to say, no, it's off. So I want to join you because you have electricity. So that's what I was expecting. She's like, yeah, bang's on as well. And I was like, right, why are you here? And she started talking more and more. And I was like, listen, we're just about to go to bed. She's like, oh, can I come in just for a chat? And I said, right, fuck it, come in. I need to tell you something. That's what it was. She came in and then
I'm pregnant. I was only fucking like this. He wants.
And she came in and she was talking to me, and I realised she was not going anywhere. I said, right, you to get out. My kids are going to sleep. Blah blah blah. Next night, I'm in bed, drift off to sleep 1:30. I went to bed late that night, 1 o'clock. Went to sleep probably 1:30. I wake up, non-stop for about 2 minutes. And what the fuck's that? It sounded like a peeler's at my door. I bolted downstairs, and fucking boxers and everything. I just went, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And her, the granny at the door again.
Birdie
I opened her, what the fuck are you doing? And she, like, I was proper angry. I said, what the fuck are you doing? She was blocked, she was drunk. I said, what the fuck are you doing? And she was
really
like,
was a pretty call.
she was like, she was like, is your heating on? I said, how the fuck do I know if I know my heating's on? I'm in bed, it's 2 a.m, you mean, Nick? And she went, I'm just checking to see if you're alright. I said, I was fucking alright, but now my kids are up.
Probably Mrs. Keenan was just picking up what you were setting down.
Just look at this fella do what we done the last time. It was a one-time thing.
I don't know. My kids are awake now, because my kids were awake. They have school. I had to go to Dublin 8 a.m. What the fuck are you doing here? She said, well, I'll not bother to see if you're alright again. I said, don't. It's fucking 2 a.m. And then I closed the door and I took a condom and went out of my hole. But no, she's fucking... Now I'm living in fear. And then she was back. She's back 2 nights ago. My kitchen just got done. And I sat in the kitchen, like unpacking the boxes, your pans and the dishes and all that shit. And then no knock on the door. I just hear, hey! I look and she's standing in my living room. She's standing in my living room. My dog's going...
Party's here!
My dog's going mental. She's drunk again now, man. I looked at...
Like
this is the first time Trina's really... Because she's in work. So we couldn't even get up to her usual fucking deeds. But she walked in.
It's okay.
She's like, hi. I looked at Trina and Trina doesn't look at me. My son looked at me and went, she's back, daddy. And I went, fuck's sake. And he just stood. He got his wee camera. It was the most obvious thing in the world. Video. I went, delete that, you maniac. I think there must be something wrong. I feel bad. Well, she's lonely and just gets drunk and then wants to chat. Or she has, like, dementia or something fucking mental. That's why I'm not disclosing names or saying whereabouts she lives, because there may be something wrong, but it's wreaking havoc on my life. And I see when my dog... See when my dog barks, like, at night now, and my heart be racing. Like, I'd be looking out the window to see if she's back. And she will be back. It's her birthday this week, so I'm expecting her to get drunk again and get a lick of wee...
It's your birthday, so you know.
She's gonna be fucking fuming when she watches this on the podcast.
I don't think she knows.
She thinks you're her man.
I don't even think she knows my name.
Sure, okay.
Do you know what the bad thing was?
She's bringing all the grandkids. I'm not seeing my boyfriend on.
Listen, it's not about you, love. It's not about you if you're watching this. It's about someone else. If another person calls during the week. But it's just...
That would be amazing.
It is. It's kind of ruining the buzz of my new house and big kitchen. I've got my dream kitchen with big extensions. It's the perfect
It's already fucking haunted.
in the perfect place. But now we've got...
She needs to step up there.
She does. I feel like this is... Like, I already cracked up. She didn't even... Like, I was expecting after the 2 a.m. thing, her to come to my house and apologise. The next day and say, look, I was drunk. I shouldn't have done that. You have kids and all. Nothing. And then the next day she just turns up into my kitchen. And just say, hi guys. Is
that what you say?
I shouldn't say hi guys. But she may as well. And as soon as she walked in, I said, right, fuck this. I went up to the bedroom, sat there, and Trina was down. I could hear her downstairs. And she was on the wrong move. She started doing, like, fake laugh. I could just hear her fake laughing all the time for a lot. She was in my house for an hour. Fake laughing, like, fucking Trina talking back. So what were you doing there? And I was like, you're getting into it too much.
Someone needs
to stop it. End of. It needs to stop. It's fucking ridiculous, and I don't know. It's ruining my life.
Pray for return.
And now I've got 2 dogs in it as well. I'm in my Ma's dog, and I swear to God, they watch every week. Your dog is the neediest, most melting dog in the world. He doesn't stop looking at pets, licking me, barking for attention. And it's like, Beamish is a cool dog. He just wants to chill and not get pets. He's like me. He doesn't like affection. And this other dog's fucking sweet up. Does my head in. Cookie,
Send
it's
him around
called.
to your romance.
I know. Maybe she's lonely.
She's lonely. I don't know. She's fucking a social butterfly. She's going around everyone's houses.
Is she going to people's houses?
I don't know. I should probably check. But I thought, see, when I moved in that house, I was like, this is a nice quiet street. And then the first week I moved there, some fella was out in the flats, face me, smashing his windows with a fucking hurley bat, trying to get into some woman, his girlfriend. And then that had happened a few times. And then she's calling into my house all the time. And then across the street, I swear to God, it's to my fucking head in. I don't know.
Tyrone, there's going to be a petition. There'll be marching in your door. Get the McKenna's out.
I love the street, but see across it, I'd love to know there's this house across from my house, and they've like a pole, for flags. And when I moved in, it was the World Cup, so it was nothing.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I pulled in there.
It was nothing out of the ordinary that there was a Mexican flag flying right, and then the next week there was a German flag. And then next week there was an Argentina flag.
They
and
have different flags.
And I was like, right, World Cup's going, they're just supporting who we're supporting. And then the World Cup ended, and then they were putting, like...
Swastika, is it?
There was a Cuba flag this week.
There was a Cuba flag, there's a Palestine flag, but that's usual in West Belfast. There's Irish flags go up. There's
What is the swastika doing there?
the CNU said, fuck that. This place is going to trash. The KKK have moved in and everything.
They're taking over. That way, my left.
But they put up, like, even flags I don't even know what they are. Like, there's some random flags. It must be like, and it's every 3 days they change their flags. And I have not once seen them change the flag. I just wake up in the morning and it's a new flag.
Well, you're going to get an hour wrap at the door now from whoever lives there. It'd be funny if it was Norby or alone. I've been changing them flags. So
do you know what? They must have an attic full of flags. And much to have. It's I like seeing the new flags, to be honest. So I'm not hating it.
Yeah,
I like it, but I just want to know.
Inquisitive man.
Are they like? Is there a fan base for flags or something like flag?
Sounds like like the missus has ordered. Off Amazon, like 250 flags.
We're using these.
And he's been like, why are you ordering 250? So it's like, I thought it was the wee button. He's like, right, we're getting the fucking news.
We're getting the money's worth out of it. But no, that my street's fucking full of beanbags, it seems.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. It's entertaining, to say the least. I've went from a wee posh area of Blacks Road, nothing ever happened, and I hate it. It's boring as fuck. The list, and I'm enjoying my life now, except for the unexpected visit, because I'm not a social person, so I'm hating that.
When lockdown first hit, remember it was like the greatest summer of all time, and us and a couple of our mates went up a mountain for a wee hiking trip with
hiking trip. We were scumbags.
So we went up. We're up a mountain, and it's fucking great weather. We're drinking all night. The Tyrone did live in the posh area.
I lived in the posh area.
It's all like
my kids had mates,
teachers, and
my kids had mates that were Christians. Right. They were like holy friends, like proper Bible based Christians, and they were sound, they were nice people, but me and my mates, we looked like a bunch of scumbags going up the mountain with a carrot, and we're fucking 30 years old. You couldn't go in any bars when sun was beating, so fuck it, we done it. Went up, we had a drink, and I'm blind as a bat. Like, I need glasses 24/7. I can't see your face, Sean, from here. And I just seen this family walking, But they were walking off the beat,
yeah.
off the
path.
off the path, and into like where we were. Like, I was like, what the fuck's this family doing walking up here? There was like 3-4 young kids and a man and I was like, why are they moving away up here? Like walking up this direction. I was like we look like scumbags. They should be going the opposite direction from us. And then I got closer and closer, and I realised it was my kids' mates and their man and dad who are Bible bashers, proper posh, like Bible bashing people, and I'm sitting there with a fucking can of harp.
They walked right up, and I didn't realize. But Tyrone was just like staring at me like that.
I got awkward, like, because I'm an antisocial person, and I can't, like, I look like a scumbag to these Bible bashing nice people. So I just froze and I went for an approach on Jurassic Park, where you say dinosaurs can't see if you don't move. So I just didn't move, and I sat like this. And they came right up to my face, all the kids. And they came up and started me, and I just like this.
Stanley, I just looked at that.
And
he wouldn't talk, he wouldn't move.
And Tommy's trying to talk to me, goes, Tyrone, and I just stand there like this. And they all came and started me for like 5 seconds. And then they walked.
Kids like done a wee lap round us. Like we like ran round in circles, and we were like looking at Tyrone, so just stand like that.
But I had sunglasses on, and I went, no, that knows me. And then they didn't say nothing, they just walked away. And I went, I felt like dick after it, but yes, I'm a middle
like the next day, the dad said to Tyrone, do you have a nice time up a mountain? Fuck, I didn't even see it.
Was that me?
Didn't have my glasses on.
I am a dick. I'm a weirdo. I am a weirdo. What about Kieran Bartlett getting his big punch? I got a punch this week. This Bud and I went to Dave Elliott's podcast, that guy. So check it out. I'm on it. I don't know when it's coming out, to be honest. I don't know if it's out yet, but I'm on it. And I was sitting in his wee room, and then the producer of No Blasters came down. He's like, here, Kieran's looking at you to punch him. I said, what? And he said, he's asked a load of boxers, can you punch him? And they've all said no. And he's asking you, it's alright if you say no. And I said, no, fuck, I'll punch him. So I went home.
You got the wrong day.
You got the wrong day, motherfucker. I was only at
with Kieran Bartlett.
my wee neighbour had woke me up at 2 a.m. I was pissed off. But I walked in, and Kieran Bartlett got up, and he was like, right, punch me in the arm. And I swear to God, I don't think I've threw a punch as sweet in my life. It just landed absolute perfect. And the man was in pain for about 20 minutes. Felt it was a great dig. Like, I hurt my hand when I hit him.
What the fuck is he expecting? Like?
Because he was saying he doesn't think it would hurt. And then you want to see
how many people have dug him in the arm?
you want to see the state of his arm.
I've seen a poster.
Black and blue. And he, like, see when I seen his arm, and he said it after.
Why would you do it?
After, he was like, how the fuck? And I agree. How do people, like boxers, take those digs? And it's not just one, he got one. We're getting 300, 400 them punches in a fight. And you want to see the state of his arm? Like,
I don't know,
it's fucking, it's mental.
Oh,
And that's what he said. I said after, how the fuck can you take punches like that? Yeah. Constantly. You're doing that for fucking 10 rounds? Fuck that. You get out of this game where they can talk.
Well, we're just, if we can start getting the dough in for the podcast.
Patreon, that's what you need to sign up for, people. Get us out of boxing and
save their fucking lives.
You know, do you want to save a life?
Come on, guys. We need y'all.
Have you any fights coming up? No. I've done
a pipeline. I'm telling everyone you're fighting in May.
There's talk that I'm possibly in May. I might be on Mix Show. And maybe it's
everyone's coming up to me going, any fight? Tyrone's fighting in May.
At the minute, I'm on Mix Show at the minute, but it's going to be a wee 8 round like handy fight, nothing big, just to keep getting me out because I haven't fought in 9 months. But it might be on the show before Mix. We're just working out just for a wee run out, and then hopefully a big show in June or July or possibly August. But next fight's just going to be run out, get a bit of cash in the bank. Know what I mean? This podcast doesn't cost fucking free, know what I mean?
Yeah, so if you're enjoying the content, stick my bank details up here.
And if you try and rob from his bank detail, having his bank details, you'll be out of luck.
Well, no, because it's not man.
Anything else? Do you know what I'm buzzing with this week? The sun's been out like fuck.
It's been nice, hasn't it?
It's just like the other day.
But you know what? It's smart because it be out for a while and then Next thing, hailstones. And then
Once it's gone,
sun,
it's freezing.
and
Like,
then rain. And then,
but once it's out, it was roast nice and shorts. Not even about your back.
yeah,
No
sun
t-shirt.
trap.
Sun trap.
Genuine sun trap.
But,
Wee woman's there and all.
Listen, there's no women around my way. We just have a peace and quiet. I put the music on.
Alex, that dog beside you barking
Oh
like
yeah,
fuck.
Tyrone's going mad. The next door's dog. Wah, wah, wah.
Just fucking wouldn't stop. But it was just exciting. And it got me excited for summer. I love summer. Remember, see in January? January, all the lads used to meet up. I don't know if you experienced this, Sean. Maybe it was back in the day, kind of thing. But meet up in January. All had girlfriends. We all went. Booked their summer holiday.
Yeah,
And then
it's great.
February, I'd say 95% of us were single.
Yeah.
Because we all got
I
dropped
used to
for
love it.
holidays. I used to
Yeah.
love it. Everyone used to go, right, lads, we're getting single. We're booking a holiday. Book it. Get dropped.
Just book Napa.
We'd always come back, crawling back about 2 months before Napa, so nothing mad happened.
Great.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for it all.
excited.
I'm
You know
excited
what
for
as well?
barbecues,
Yeah.
beer gardens. You get in a lot of trouble in summer with beer gardens. Once it's sunny, you just want to drink. You just want to go around and have a few pints,
I just like sitting out maybe sun trap. You know, a couple of dragon claws, music playing. It's
The
great.
Maz come out with a fucking, I don't know if this is universal, but West Belfast salads.
Oh yeah.
A West Belfast salad, Sean. Have you ever had one from your ma? You're getting
Boiled egg.
the boiled egg. That's a fact. You're getting the boiled egg.
Can I be in a cold
You're
boiled
getting
egg?
some tomato sitting there. I don't even like tomato, but
Wee
you're getting
bits of ham
tomato.
from
You're getting
Tom's.
some ham. You're getting some cheese, and sometimes you'll get a handful of fries, a handful of chips. But that's just your lucky salad.
Sometimes we cut up apple.
Aye.
It's like the laziest dinner in the world. Just the man's out the back and went,
See,
I
when
could be
when
bar
it's
kicking
warm,
here.
it's refreshing to get that.
It's
you
alright,
know,
but
you don't want to eat a fucking warm dinner.
It's
It's
a
be sitting there with a wee
It's
gravy half
fucking
and half.
Danny's ham and a fucking boiled egg.
Well, you know, I
Like
don't
that's a
eat all
lazy bastard of a dinner. And everyone's man does it.
ham. Yeah, well,
I think everyone's experienced the West
West
Belfast
Belfast salad.
A Belfast salad, I'm sure.
Maybe.
I'm sure it's universal.
Maybe.
I've
You
seen
don't
a new
know,
thing.
There's wee pockets of like Belfast where people are doing different kind of things.
I seen a thing. I actually seen a podcast. Who was it? Might have been Cork and North or North, whatever it's called. It might have been them saying about putting potato in soup. They're just whack, or they give you
not
soup,
put the potatoes in?
no soup, and then they give you a whack of potatoes beside it, and then you put some potatoes in soup sometimes, or you eat the mash and you eat the soup. Do you get
Mashed
that?
potatoes?
I don't know. I don't know. I just amazed. It was.
When it comes to soup, it's boiled potatoes or ham?
I just think potatoes and soup's just weird.
No, I'm a potatoes. My granny used to make potatoes and soup. Maybe it's an old school thing.
That might be, but
But you know, it's like people, because the summer's coming up for the kids too. The schools will be finishing very soon, which is mad. So the kids the entrepreneurs are coming out. Do you want your grass cut? Somebody fucking came to my door the other day. He was like, two kids, it must have been about 10. Is that pet sit? What?
a
Pet
what?
sit?
A what?
And I was going, what are you talking
I
Pet
don't do
sit?
drugs.
And then I went, what are you talking about? He went, and then the other one went, are you busy today? I went, nah.
She's offering you a
Says,
fucking fair fight.
I know.
You busy, mate?
It's me no. And he went, no, we'll mend. If you have a pet, we'll mend it for you. And I went, all right, pet sit. So it's not like raise it. So, you know, I haven't got any pets.
Tell you
yet.
what, that's good. I see when I was a kid, there used to be a dog about 10 doors up from us. We used to go out covered every day, and the man would give us 20p. It wasn't much. 20p to walk the dog around the block. And it
Gives you
saves
20
them
sweets
hassle.
back in the day.
Gives you 20 quid or 20p. You get into a youth club for free. Boom.
Yeah.
Love and life.
So, you know, we had to respect.
I like going, and you see the other kids coming out with the wee fucking strimmers.
Yeah.
I mean, see the summer months, it does get the guys, the lads looking the fucking. You
Yeah.
never see women do it. I'll throw that out. You never see a woman running about with a strimmer.
No, it's something I used to remember when I was a kid. Girls used to take babies in the proms for a walk. Do you remember it? Like a group of girls used to
Did they?
call
That's
and
a
take
risk.
people's kids.
That's a
You wouldn't-
risk.
You wouldn't
Here,
get
do you,
away
want,
with
do
that.
you want to take my kid? That's a big risk.
Take him a walk around the fucking block.
Some woman claims she used to do that with me. We used to come take you out in a prom.
I got a
was
shot.
never in a prom.
I
you
got a
fucking
shock
spot.
yesterday.
You got what?
A shock yesterday. My daughter was getting a shower for school, and she came in. She was bleeding on her leg, and turned out she was fucking raising in her leg.
cutting their, shaving their
Shaving
hair.
it out. What the fuck are you doing? You're 10. And
It's
I
a cold world. They're on the TikTok and they're like,
I couldn't believe it.
keep away with parents.
She tried to dad and said it didn't happen, but it's the only way. Well, so Trina says it's the only way it could happen.
But you know, like, there's so much pressure on kids now because of social media. But my daughter told me there's no bullies in school anymore. Like,
What do you mean?
Everyone's like
Friendly?
Nobody like will also say people are slagging them for stuff. But everyone's dead accepting. But because I think people are afraid of being called bullies. You know, like if somebody says something to someone.
I know it's a lot of fucking effort as well to be a bully in person as well.
Tommy was a bully.
Whereas
No,
you could
I
just
wasn't.
fucking
Yeah,
go.
you were a bully.
You could just make a wee fake profile and just
I know.
call him a fucking
Yeah.
ugly cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the new generation are just because there's so much snowflakes nowadays. And you get in such trouble being a bully compared to back in the day. Bullies didn't even get in trouble for fuck's sake.
Tone, you were more of a bully in
Like it's resonated with me. He's hating me.
'Cause I hate bullies.
Yeah. How could I have been a bully if I didn't have mates?
Tyrone won All Ireland's out. Just started walking up to people and just pushing them and smacking them.
What age were these people? What age were these
They
people?
were giant.
They were giants. And what was I? Small.
There was a Jack Russell Rottweiler. And
I
they give
know.
a fuck.
I was whacking people that were giants, that were bullies. That I thought they were being dicks.
You've got other people going, do box? Nah, I'm married champion. Bingo.
That's a lie, what you've just said. That's complete
Prove it.
fabrication lies. Because it was actually a
Prove
boxer I went up to that you're talking about, and he was 75 kilo and I was 36 kilo
When was this?
in the youth games.
In the youth games.
And he was big.
There
He
was
was
a number
huge.
of people getting smacked in that tent. McKenna was on a rampage.
But it
Listen,
was,
I'm Irish champion. I'll do that.
I said that's what was going on.
he's lying because it didn't smack no one, just
He was
slapping
smacking
him.
everyone.
You're lying. But you actually were a bully.
I wouldn't.
You were. And you think, John, you actually tried to bully me. I was hard
I
scared
protected
because you
you.
were a bully, and I was hard scared you were going to find it as a frigid. So
I knew and I didn't.
no, you
I
didn't. You
bully.
didn't. If you had sniffed that out, it'd have been fucking everywhere because
I
you're
wasn't a
bullying
bully,
bastard.
but I would bully. I could have bullied you if I wanted to, but I didn't. But it's good. It actually is good that there is an acceptance now for people to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we were kids in school, it was like I remember I had a fucking skateboard. And I wanted to learn how to skateboard and the
Skateboard.
fucking
Hippie.
FUBU jacket. And I was like, you a hippie now? He's a fucking hippie. I was like, fuck's sake.
So, are you happy?
Well, sure I was a bully.
No, fairly. Can't beat
Nah, I
them, you
wasn't.
join
But
them.
like, I was just starting getting interested in like that kind of thing. I was going through a wee phase.
That music? You in
And
that
then-
music now?
No, what happened was we had the basic fucking NTL package, and the only music channel you had was MTV2. So it was all hippie music, and then I just started. I'm a music man. I listen to any music that was. Well, no, I didn't have a choice, so I was watching all these hippie songs, and I liked some of them. They had this song, Chop Suey. What a song! Wake up.
What the fuck's Chop Suey?
Some of y'all's music.
You love
That little white boy music is the fucking best.
I always remember you love
Papa Roach, cut my life into pieces.
Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Papa Roach?
Sorry.
Don't be acting like you don't know,
I
Tyrone. You grew up on these.
Okay, tell me.
Tyrone's been a hip hopper, and then once he grew up, he started trying to.
Yeah.
I bet that you on this
I did a dramatic change when I hit
I don't
about
know.
22. I said, you know what? I'm out of hip hop and I'm in the white music now.
Yeah, he was at the
David
Killers
Bowie.
jumping all around a bit.
Killers, I love the Killers. They're fucking lethal.
That coming over the hell is it?
What? It's not even them.
Is it?
No.
He sings that.
The automatic.
Who is it?
The automatic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't even know him.
They were like a wee one hip.
I thought it was, who was it says? Rad. Do you know what Rad?
the Kaiser Chiefs.
Kaiser Chiefs. I thought that's who I thought it was. But, no, obviously
uh,
not. Oh, here.
Ask me, I'm the king of white boy music.
I actually have something to bring up about you, Tommy.
Bring it up.
One of the viewers have asked me to bring us up.
Go ahead.
Okay, so one of the viewers met up with Tommy. Tommy's got a bit of merch for us, and we didn't sell it all. Look at Tommy.
Oh,
No, let me
okay,
speak.
alright.
Let me speak. Let me speak.
Alright.
So Tommy didn't sell all the merch in the fucking live, the Davenish. So there's a good handful left, and we've been trying to fucking flog it out of his boot just to get rid of the rest of the stuff. One of our mates went up to buy a jumper off him. I landed up, and I seen Tommy. He bought the jumper for say 40 quid or 35 quid or something, and he gave Tommy's 2 kids a tenner. And Tommy took a tenner off them both and said, "I'll do me." So did you or did you not give the tenner back, or did you spend it? That's what he wants to know. He wants to know, is he stroked or not?
Listen,
I know he was stroked. That's a fact. Like, I know for a fact he was stroked. He walked up to the off license, got a bit of the red stripe, and went back down.
And let me talk to the viewers. Let me talk to the room. Who at 3 years old and 4 years old needs a tenner each?
What? But the thing is, you take a tenner.
I made it for them.
Yeah, you made it to win.
It's in an interest fucking building.
Fuck, I tell you what, when are they going to give
These are 2 weddings to pay for.
Not mean it. They'll be there when they go out.
What about Brandon's money that I've been giving her over the years? That too?
See whatever is financial affairs going on with my son. Be worrying about it.
Alright, fair enough then. But
what about all the money I've been giving your kids?
I give
your
them
kids won't even fucking accept
my
money
kids have more money than I have, for fuck's sake. They're
more for you.
That's their money. I'm not going to stroke my kids.
I don't stroke mine there. I just mind it for them.
I think I might have said, I don't think I have, but I might have said this on when it was Brandon's birthday. I gave her 50 quid. I give it to Tommy to give. And I was talking there weeks later. I was like, "So what'd you get for your what'd you get with your birthday?" And he said, "My daddy just paid my horse riding with it." And she was like, I was like, "Is that what you want?" He said, "No, I was going to spend it on such and such." And then I said, "Then you're like, oh well, it's her horse racing, so she can pay for it."
Don't listen to that. I'd say talk shit.
You're right, Tommy.
What happened was, in my defense, for the fucking 30-odd consecutive week, I paid for a horse riding because all I had in my pocket because it was mine. But then I reimbursed her and she
Did you? I'll ask her.
Why?
What?
I have a nice wee pair of earrings, dangly ones and everything.
What's cracking lately this week? Because I've not been happy with it.
Reference.
Joe, I just came to my man Home Alone. She's got a whole bunch of them.
But what's going on with me this week, Tommy? You've really fucking been pissing me off this last 4 or 5 days. Barely on me and Tommy talk our voice note 24/7.
Yeah, I know.
And that's only sleep is when we stop talking. And the past 5 days, the man has been able, and I haven't fucking enjoyed it.
Okay, what happened was that me and he's been getting our usual fucking interactive socializing going on, and then I walked into the kitchen and I was talking to Tyrone voice note, and I was going, yeah. Pete Gettin, Ken Franco's coming on Monday.
Scumbags. Didn't show up.
Pete Todd and Shane Franco.
Pete Todd and Shane Franco.
But Mrs. McCarthy was like, "You may as well just be married to your phone." I was
hold
like,
on.
But you ways up, and then she was like, "No, but you're always on it." And then I was like, "You know what? Maybe she's right. The screen time is through the roof." So
basically, what you're saying to me is
back up off it.
You're basically saying to me your missus doesn't let you even on your phone anymore. Never mind out of the house. You're not even allowed to talk to us no more.
Listen to me.
How are we supposed to get things done, organising shit?
Listen.
We're doing some important business these days, and you weren't even getting back to me about that shit. So you need to step it up. This is our livelihood.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna get back on the set,
Amy,
but you know,
let him text.
She lets me have the phone. I haven't got the phone now.
I'm only joking. Amy's saying you're ridiculous.
Look, he's shading him there. I'm only joking. I
want to be
play no games though, man.
Doesn't.
It's all everyone's shading him. Someone's gonna debate.
Amy, I love you.
Podcast.
I love you, Amy.
We all love you, Amy.
She give me a lift down. She's a great woman.
She's picking me up as well.
Exactly.
So he's shading him. Big Shawnee get married soon.
I know, next week. Sean, how you feeling?
Buzzing.
What's the dynamics in your relationship?
Who wears the pants in your relationship?
Who tells you they can't use the phone?
Yeah, do you think it's an equal partnership?
Aye, 100%.
I mean, I seen that she
Well,
came.
I do that on her, and she does that. Me, see, we were sitting watching a wee Netflix documentary. We were watching that one on the Boston Marathon
Yeah.
thing last night, and I was sitting going like, "Who are you taxing?"
I hate.
I was going, "You
What-
asked to put this on. I
One
wanted
thing-
to watch Don't Mess with Fucking Sohan."
One thing
mess with
I hate when it's only I think women that do it. It's about to stick on a film or documentary and then they start looking at their phone like fuck. What?
But
And
I
then,
do it
and then
too,
they're asking you questions.
It's the word. I don't know.
Just don't be asking questions. Do you know what? But fellas are smart when they come up with their phone. Take her phone.
See when we were in
Hers will be the head of like convos, and she'll start doing that. And then what they say, mine will be when nothing's happening. I'll go.
See when we were in training camp, Tyrone would stick on something for us to watch. He would have like a wee intermission, right? Phone time, pause it, and then you get fucking 10 minutes to get the wee fucking thing, see what's going on, text back.
Every 30 minutes, I'll have a intermission. I think that's what you
It was
need.
a good idea, like.
I sit with my back to the sofa, and then like no, if I'm lying down, I put my knees up. No one has a
We sneaky blast.
She's like, "You on your phone?" I'm like, "No."
Get away, it's my life.
But
Crack on.
to be honest, on that point, what you do need to get the screen times off
Yeah.
down, because I am ridiculous. See, when I'm out of camp, even when I'm in camp, you're just fucking on the phone.
Yeah.
There's
And
fuck
you're
all
on
to
it
do.
for nothing, like.
I'm just on TikTok.
But I genuinely, the reason why things has been slacking Tyrone is I've been like going, right, you know what, put my phone here and then just go about my business, not even look at it. Even though like you're so you only hear it vibrating or like
wanna see what
fuck,
happens.
and then you're like, no, listen,
I always feel like
I'm in control.
when it dies, like the say the hour that's dead when you're in town, you have to go home. You feel like you're missing so much
Yeah.
text and so much phone calls.
I'm
Like
not missing them.
you know what's fuck all. Like nothing happened when you turn on the phone. You can probably get loads of messages, but they're all bullshit.
Alright, Mr. Popular. Fuck's sake. I phone dead for now, I turn it back on, there's nothing. I get a wee fucking update from the Apple News.
Did you just get that emergency thing the other day? He
I
didn't.
turned mine off because
That's a conspiracy theory.
I stay up to date. It said it was
tinfoil.
coming. I was like, listen,
Tinfoil
let me go
hats.
on and turn this off.
I went, what the fuck's going on? I just heard everyone in my house's phone. Brr, brr, brr. What the fuck? And some bullshit. But see, everyone's getting on this conspiracy. They're trying to control it. But America's had this for years. Like when I used to live in America, about
Do you still live in America?
about 10 years ago. Like it was either like get a weather warning, like everyone got like a warning of what's happening if there's a hurricane or something like that. You get a warning. So or if the
But that's for the greater good. What was the warning about? I think
I was just saying, look, this is
Just
going to
they're testing
happen.
it
If it's,
Hard.
so it is just going to be like if.
But you don't get extreme weather in this part of the world, so what do
That
you
is
need a
true.
warning for?
So is it just for?
I'm with Tommy, like they're fucking trying to control us, like.
Yeah.
But you know what? Anything for an easy life, like. Let them
I don't
put
know.
microchips in me.
I'd have one of those balls.
That's what, you
I'm just
know-
going to get everything
I'm
just
looking at
that's
we upgrade.
against Tommy. Everything that Tommy's against, I'm going to go for.
Like when like even with the Maxines that come out,
The Maxines.
I don't want to say the real word,
What?
but
I get demonetized for being fucking smart.
and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get one because they were going. You can't go on holidays. You can't do this. I was like, you know what? I'm willing to forego
No, I
holidays
wouldn't.
for a wee while because I don't want to comply. And then Tyrone was first in line.
As soon as I heard you need it for holidays, like sign me fucking up. I need a
Both
holiday.
arms.
I got double jobs by the same fucking job. But as soon as I said about holidays, they had me hook, line, and
I
sinker.
was like,
That's true. I booked a holiday a week. Get me up.
Nah.
But I regret getting it because I didn't really need it.
Yeah,
But
'cause
I
it's
actually
all
don't regret
stupid.
getting it because nothing ever happened to me, nothing bad.
Well,
So.
listen, people are checking out, right?
And it was always
people getting strokes. And
What was the
heart attacks
fear
over and
like?
over.
What was the fear like?
I'm scared all the time for you.
In boxing, when see in
Oh,
Fair
yeah,
Week,
somebody
Fair Week
didn't
we had to
pass in.
isolate. We had to sit in a room by ourselves,
Yeah, it was,
and we were heart scared like to go anywhere because if we'd got
Somebody
COVID,
failed a COVID test. That was it. Fights
even
off.
if it was
No
your
money.
coach or anyone on your team, if they failed, then you didn't get a box. So everyone was just it was a panic station at Fair Week because you had to test and then isolate, and then you had to get a wee slip under the door saying here you
Yeah.
passed or didn't, and it was a heart.
It was
scary
very, very
moments.
worrying. Very
You had
worrying.
enough to worry about in fighting.
Yeah.
Like you have enough opponent, weight, fucking what's going to happen in the crowd, everything. That's all stress. Like, fuck, are you fit enough? What, blah, blah, blah. And then on top of it, COVID. I shit myself and I hated it. And travel
So I stuck to my guns and we came out the other side.
Well
You're
done.
full of juice. Are you full of juice as well?
I'm full of it.
Yeah, full to the brim. Give
I'll
me
get
some
first
more.
lift of both your coffins.
You wouldn't have got into the pedals. No jab, no juice.
I don't know.
So that's another reason. I needed my juice.
But yeah, folks. Anyway, before the show, right, we put out a question to all of y'all.
Social media. Have you
What is the modest reason why you get sacked from your job? And
This-
we got a lot of feedback.
I want to say is going to be something that's happening quite often on our social medias. So if you see it and you do have an answer for the question they're asking, don't be scared to fucking or hesitate on sending them in, because we don't name names unless you want named. But we got a lot of replies. I'm going to go through a few. Tommy's going to go through a few.
I picked the three of them that I thought is good enough for the show.
I'm going to start with my own one. So I've been
Okay.
sacked before. I've been sacked very many times. I had about 14, 15 jobs. And none of them have lasted about a month. But this one I had me and Tommy, we were 17. We had a great wee pat. We'd met up. This is why he's a scumbag. We met up. We had a great pat. We're like, great. School's doing that for us. We're going to be professional boxers. And school is holding us back. But we couldn't, like, we weren't allowed to leave school because we were only fucking kids. We were only 17. And my man, Dan, his granny wouldn't let him leave school unless we had a job. So said to each other, right, let's get a job together and leave school and concentrate on boxing together. It'll just be the perfect fucking plan. And we said, right, we'll play for the same job, Hilton Hotel, cleaning rooms.
If we're working in
We both got the
Hilton, we'll meet
job.
famous people and all.
Both got the job, and we're like, that's a guy. It's going to be. We're watching Scrubs at the time. We're like, it'll be like Scrubs, JD and fucking Turk, just going about fucking Hilton having a laugh, and we were buzzing about it. I left school. I go to the first day of the job. No Tommy McCarthy. He's nowhere to be
He
seen.
told me he left. I was like, fuck, you taking that serious?
Didn't leave school.
I'm going to get these A levels.
You're fucking nuts, McKenna.
Are you fucking serious? So I'm in Hilton Hotel, full time job. It's cunt still in school. I said, fuck you. I ain't going to make this work. I loved the job, to be honest. It was a great job. It was like, there was bosses, obviously, and people above you, but you didn't see them, so there was no one like watching you. You just went about your day, and you had 15 rooms to clean in the 8 hours that you worked. So it was like 40 minutes each room, and I was the slowest person ever in the world at cleaning. Like, I used to have to stay 4 or 5 hours, or not 4 or 5, but 3 or 4 hours after to finish all my rooms. But I was a terrible.
Get over him.
Nah, because you had to clean these 15. If you cleaned the 15 rooms and less, you could have went
go
home.
home already.
But so I was so slow at it. I was always overtime, but I didn't mind because I had boxing training to go to, so I just stayed until boxing training. And but I was so lazy and so shit at it. I used to go about, and I used to like put "Do not disturb" saying on top of people's rooms that I didn't want to clean. I'd look in the room and it was
That's smart.
it was stinking. I'd go, fuck that, and I'd get the way "Do not disturb" and put it out. And I'd done that in loads of rooms, and then or I would lock a door and jump in their bed and go to sleep for an hour. or like not numerous times. I was a terrible fucking worker in it. But I got the job done every day,
Yeah.
even if I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I finished the shift and I done my work, and then I got the boxing. I had to go away for Irish team, me and you, to Lithuania. And I went up to the woman. I was like, "Here, can I get off for a week for Lithuania? It's a championship. It's a big championship. I need to go Europeans." And they're like, "Listen, we have single ma's here that take priority over fucking you going to boxing trips. You ain't got to number one thing. You're 17. You can work this job. They're looking to get off for the kid being sick or a holiday for the kid, not to go to fucking Lithuania." And I was like, "Fuck Emmons." So I went anyway. Didn't tell them. They were cracking up, but I went back. Still had the job. But then they started being constantly and really being strict as fuck, saying, "Here, you haven't done this right, you haven't done that right," being really on top of me. I was like, "You're cunts." So I wrote a wee note halfway through the shift after I had a big list. They give you a big list when they come round saying what you've done wrong on each room. So they give me a big list and it was fucking massive. And I was like, "There's fucking no way to do all this again." So I just wrote a note saying, "Fuck yous and your shitty Hilton Hotel standards." Because that's all they say. Hilton standard, Hilton. And I went, "Fuck you." So I left, got sacked. That was fair enough. but I couldn't tell my ma I got sacked because she had went fucking mental because it was a month after leaving school. So I was like, what the fuck can I do? So the first week, I would get up, get the bus and go downtown and just walk about town for 8 hours and then go home. And I'd done this for about a week or two. And then I started getting risky. I said, fuck this, I can get away with more than this. So then I had a garage, like an outhouse kind of thing, garage. So I got up in the morning and used to sit in the garage, wait till my man and dad went to work and then run back into my bedroom, climb through the window and get into bed. And then I got even more risky and I said, fuck this. So I made a wee bed in my cupboard. So got up, I unlocked the door, and then went back into my wee cupboard bed and lay in the cupboard and went to sleep. And but every morning I would get up, unlock the door, and then jump in bed so then they wouldn't think anything. And one day I forgot to unlock the door. So the door was locked, my ma got up to go to work. And then she couldn't open it. She's like, what the fuck? Tyrone must have slept in. And then he bombed in the my room, Tyrone! And there was no duvet in the cover, no me in the cover. And she went, why is his bed stripped and he's not there? So she went, wait, I just could hear in the cupboard. How many bastards in this house somewhere? And I just seen it, she was bombing about the whole house. Tyrone! Opening all the doors, where the fuck are you? And then next thing she opened my cupboard and I'm lying. What the fuck are you doing? Get out the fuck! And started going mental and I just looked like a fucking maniac.
You got me late for
You got me late. She was like, when did you lose this job? I had lost a job about 3 months ago. And I'd been sleeping in a cupboard for 3 months. She's just
like, where did you think all the money was going?
well, I didn't.
You're going and pretending to be blocked every night.
She didn't really quite because I used to stay in Tommy's house a lot as well, so she wouldn't question. Like I never really had money as a kid. Even Hilton Hotel, you'd only get it with £1,000 a month. So I didn't pay housekeeper nothing. I didn't pay housekeeper nothing. So like I wouldn't spend it on drink anyway. So she wouldn't steal the money. So she wasn't thinking anything like that. But that was my one funny story getting sacked. All the rest is just like boxing stories about I have to leave because of boxing. 90% is just because of boxing, but that one was a fucking laugh.
It's a good one. Obviously everyone wants to remain nameless. I got my mate a job working with me on the bus tours downtown. He was there about a week, and one day he went for a few pints on his lunch. He ended up having a fair dig with someone in Castle Street, and he was in his uniform. The manager had no choice, and he got sacked.
I think that's unfair. Why did he get in the fight there?
He was had fucking swam on his lunch. They had a fair dig with someone.
You can't even say
I'll tell you off camera, because you know.
Do you know? Well, do you know what? That can happen. I don't think the fair digs are ridiculous, but I think
few pints.
I think a lot of people like even
people do that. If you go out during the day for something.
My girl works in a bar, and she says
They come in with their
lunchtime
suits. No,
they come in with suits, and they're like proper big jobs.
Yeah.
And like she says, some of them were writers for a big newspaper. I won't say what newspaper. And they come in. She says they have 5 or 6 pints, and then goes back to work. So that second half of the day, they must be writing absolute shit.
That's how they come up with the best stories.
That's how they come up with the bullshit. They're like, what the fuck am I right here? It's a slow day and they just start fucking black talking shit. What other one?
Bartlett writes for
So he
the
does.
Telegraph.
So he does.
The next one I have, this one's actually not good. This guy, he doesn't have a criminal conviction.
What do you think?
I used to work in Subway when I was a kid. There was a girl who worked there with me and she was great. I used to imagine bucking her.
What?
Every time we worked together. And I'd go...
Sorry, 2 things. Bucking means banging the people outside Belfast. Go ahead.
And
So it's a Belfast then?
I'd go to the bog. And I don't even know if I want to say this. And masturbate over her. Me and another guy I worked with used to talk about how great she is. And I told him that I masturbate every time I'm working with her.
Jesus
He
Christ.
went and told the manager.
Fuck me. Here, I'll throw out. Bit of a tout.
I don't know.
That was not needed, but
we've got sex fest on the fucking.
it's
on the road.
hygiene. What Subway? So he's handling food and everything. He's
told the
handling his own
manager,
sausage before he gets
Fucking.
and I was
Involved
told him
in
and told him not to
sausages?
come back.
Well,
That
obviously.
is
The
weird.
fucking foot-long predator.
The fruit
Christ.
long predator.
Seriously,
Meat
they
feast.
get our-
Do you want a meat feast? Do you want some mayo on that?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus Christ. That is.
That one, I think, I know we touts get chat and all that shit, and you shouldn't be grassing on people, but wanking while you're doing food work.
Don't I try to like stay within the thing and say masturbate?
Wank.
But it's wank. It's wank.
But anyway,
If somebody came into me and said they were wanking, you would sort of like if you did go and tout, that you'd go, "Geez, you're a weird cunt." But I don't know if I would tout.
I
But
wouldn't
if he
tout.
told me I hear fucking wanking over such and such, it works on the tele, I'd go, "You're a creepy cunt." I would definitely go and tout like.
That is very.
I don't know if
creepy,
it would tout, but it's creepy as fuck. And you shouldn't be doing, especially you're in fucking
I know, in a food
food
establishment.
industry. You
Sure,
can't
he
be
wash
doing
his
it.
hands.
I know, but
I
still.
had the gloves on.
But
But when he was doing it, already he was doing it.
What the fuck? These rubber gloves are running low. I had an order in last week.
Something boss like.
But I'll tell lads, we shouldn't even laugh. That's
we
sick.
shouldn't laugh at this
So
stuff.
my
Subway, that's fucking Braden. But what's another
Here's
one?
my next one.
That he should have been sacked, and that's just disgusting.
I think this one's funny, like, but I don't know if they deserve to be sacked. So me and my mate used to work in a post office, and we were working a night shift. All our mates were out partying. One of them rang and said that
Hold on, two things. So they're out partying.
No. Me and my mate were working in a post office night shift. So two mates worked together
Okay,
in a post
right.
office. And all our mates were out partying.
Okay,
so all our
right,
mates
right,
were out. One of them rang and said that my mate's sister had gone into labour and he needed to go to the hospital right away. My mate's sister wasn't even pregnant. But he said, fuck it, I'm going to go to this party, and left. 10 minutes later, the manager got another phone call from the same number and said that my granny was rushed to hospital and I needed to come quick.
So the first excuse worked, and the guy decided, I'll ring again with a different excuse. That's a busy hospital. He's having to go visit his dead granny, or his sick granny, and then a newborn.
My manager came and said to me, ring that number and make sure this is not a mess of it. I rang back the number and had it on loudspeaker. When my mate answered, he said, well, that'll work. The two of us got sacked.
It's very unfair that guy got sacked.
Oh, no.
He stayed in the shift.
I don't know.
Like, he done nothing wrong. That's fucking brilliant. But hey, do you know what? Proper stupid demons.
I don't know.
And why did the guy know he's ringing a false, like he's ringing a number that with a fake excuse, and he puts it on loudspeaker?
I don't know, like,
I'd
fuck's sake.
said, nah. I just don't ring. Say no, I'm working you, man.
Oh,
He's
no.
obviously got his most stupid mate to fucking call it up as well.
Yeah, fuck me. That's just
Oh,
stupid.
no.
Two fucking.
And I think it's an unfair dismissal. Grounds for unfair dismissal.
Staffy grounds for unfair dismissal
I
for.
think it should have been a slap in the wrist. Like,
Yeah, it shouldn't have been a second for the both of them. It's Staffy should have been a second for the one.
Probably
guy.
were looking ready in anyway.
Yeah, it must have been.
My wee girl left her work a few months ago, and she says, "Listen, I'm not coming back." But I think she was like trying to double bluff. And then I went, right, no problem. So obviously we're trying to do cutbacks. It's economics.
This one got sent to me, and I went right over my head. I had a mate who lost his job for putting his dick in the dishwasher. The woman got sacked as well. Still kidding.
Oh yeah.
I literally went to the guy and went, can you tell me more details? That sounds hilarious. And then he said, you sent it again. I was like, what the fuck you sent it again? Tell me what. He said, mate, it's a joke. And then I read it again. He put his dick in the dishwasher. The dishwasher got sacked as well.
Dishwasher.
Okay.
You don't know what that sailors do?
No.
The Bruce Lee phone.
Very funny.
He says,
Good wee joke. I liked it.
you'll always be a dishwasher. So that's
Right.
not even true.
Nah, this
Why did
one.
you even bring to the table then?
Because it was a joke. It was funny.
Okay,
And
I'm not at the mindset.
A mate got sacked from a job as a COVID marshal. You'll love this. He got sacked, but I don't know why you get sacked for this. His mate got sacked from a job as a COVID marshal because he got COVID. Like, you can't just... Like, it's not his fault to get COVID. And who the fuck calls themselves marshals nowadays?
That's what they were
I'm a
called.
COVID marshal.
That's what they were called.
Is it?
Yeah.
Marshal?
I am just Marshall Mathers.
I feel like there's more to that story.
Ah, there has to be done there. Like, you just don't get COVID and then just get sacked.
He's came in blocked the next day.
No.
And then they've sacked him and he's been like, fuck's sake, sure, they've sacked me for having COVID.
People make some bullshit up. Then this other one, he put I put a pigeon, a dead pigeon, in someone's locker. It was known as Pigeon Gate in Wilson's, 2008.
Where's Wilson's?
I don't know. See, the ones I got were just outrageous. Some woman who they used to work with sent 30 pics into work, but sent it everyone's email instead of just the one person's.
Sure, got a promotion.
And apparently the pic was great, to be honest. But sent it to the whole team of work. Everyone in the staff had seen her tits. That's shame. You wouldn't even need to get sacked there. You'd have left. You would have left that workplace straight off the bat.
Did they ever see the thing that went viral ages ago, but your woman was sending filth to someone, but she sent it into the football parents'
I see
WhatsApp
that.
group
I
by
see
an accident?
that. And then something happened.
Mortified.
He just had to get kicked from the whole team, didn't you?
Can't remember the details, but it's bad enough. Did you ever get sacked before, Sean? Have you ever worked before?
No.
You just been a struggling musician?
No, I've never got sacked from any of my jobs. My dad's like shouted at me for working on the side, but that's about it.
My
Put that guitar down, Sean!
my dad used to sack me all the
Is
time.
it right?
We used to work in a sweet shop. Well, my dad owned a sweet shop and anything, and he used to make me work in it. And I was 11, and I hated working it. And he sacked me about 7 times in it, all because like I was 11 years old, giving people wrong change. Of course, I'm gonna be fucking giving wrong change when I'm 11.
I don't even know money.
Fuck me, and he'd crackle. He'd flip out. You fucking thing. And then he'd fucking, you're sacked. Get home. I used to be buzzing. And then my ma, I come to my mum, I'm sacked now. So I come, because I wasn't getting loads of money for it. I was getting alright money, but I didn't want to work. It wasn't worth the work. I hated getting up early and all that shit. And I walk into my ma, I get sacked today. I'm not working no more. And I was buzzing about it, all happy going up the room. 2, and then you'd hear my mum, 2 seconds, I'll get your daddy now. Phone. He's coming back round now. You better not sack him. That's a fucking joke. And I was like, fuck's sake. Walking back around the shop for another 8-hour shift.
Jellies. do you remember going to the shop and the van shop used to come around? Here's your change. And used to give you like fucking jellies.
I wouldn't even give you change, just give you 7 or 8 jellies.
Fuck's sake.
My man beat the head of me. Yeah, where's my 8p change? And he's joking, your mummy, don't be shouting.
When did I only had a couple of jobs, like, but I get sacked. But officially I get sacked, but I actually walked out in next. I went for one day, and they were like, "Wait, you can just work here in the women's section." And I was being objectified, to be honest. They were like, "Just walk around, make sure everything's on the hangers in order." And I was like 6 hours or something walking around this fucking women's section, and the week staff all looking at me, and I was like, "I'm not coming back here ever again." And then they kept phoning to say, "Can you work on Wednesday? Can you work this day?" Anytime they phoned, I would say to my granny, "Tell him I'm not in." So we go, "No, here he is." Give me the thing, and then we go, "Oh, I no sweat. Yep, we can do Wednesday," and then just not weigh in. And then it sent me a P.
My favourite
P45 or
I walked
P60.
away from a job once. Like I was doing sound for a bar in the town. And it was going on, like, I think I was working there about 6 months, but constantly, like, they just treated you like shit. You were getting paid fucking buttons, and every time you turned up, I'll not disclose any names, but we might need a wee gig. But I was turning up, to set up all the fucking mics and all, and like, and they were only like they would tell me not to come in until literally like the the fucking latest they could, you know, so as they wouldn't
On
have to
the-
pay me.
yeah.
If it was over a certain amount of time, they would have had to pay me like
Yeah.
extra money. So they would pay me to turn up like fucking 5 minutes before the band or something, and then I'd be scrambling,
like,
trying to set them up. And then if it wasn't set up in time, they'd be fucking
Fuming.
giving off, going like, "What the fuck? Why is that not set up?" And all. And then, they had this, like, at the time it was maybe like 8-9 years ago or something. But the technology that they had then, it was advanced for them, but it didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
It had all the desks had to work off Wi-Fi and all, and
Yes.
but it never worked. So the sound would go fucking haywire, and I would always get the
Everyone's
freaking
giving it to
blame
you.
of it.
Fuck that shit.
And like they would try and like no, it'd be weeks and they wouldn't pay, you know, fucking everything
fuck
else.
it.
So I just remember like one of the times they slobbered at me the night before, and they were like, "Right, you're in tomorrow at fucking 7:30 or something." I was like, "Right, dead on." And I got to 7:30 the next day, and they were like, "Where the fuck are you?" Blah, blah, blah. And I just went, "Shut up, you're fucking."
It's been great. See, when I was in LBM, I done exactly similar. I just walked in on it. LBM was the most depressing job in the world. It was a call centre, but I worked for BT Gas, having to sell insurance to gas, or insurance for gas for people, for houses. And I fucking hated it. I was there for a month, and it was depressing. And then I got signed pro mid-shift. I was doing the wee fucking, you had to make 2 sales a day. That was your target. And I was sitting there, no sales, fucking halfway through the day, melted. And then I just got a wee phone call from a promoter. He's like, "Look, do you want to go to America, Philadelphia next week? We'll send you, we'll be paying you monthly, all this shit." I said, "Happy days." Took off my headset. I'm away, sees later, fucking split. Best fucking walkout in the world.
See, you saying something about they used to put you on like so that they didn't have to pay.
Yeah. And
Like
then,
it-
so say like the band finished at 8:00, and it would take me no half an hour to like pack everything away. They stopped paying me they said my shift technically ended at 25 past
Jesus.
because I started at like 5 2.
Yeah.
So then it wouldn't go into the next thing, but it
That's
wouldn't.
mad though.
Well,
That's stingy, that.
for reason.
Like it reminded me of back in my footballing career. And
Sorry. Fuck, I wasn't even a
see,
joke.
you see when you're playing as a kid, back then it was £1. But if you don't play, you don't pay. There's a sub and they used to fucking last 10 seconds get
There's
me
a-
on to get their fucking £1.
That's wild.
Thinking.
That is
So I
wild.
was never developed.
Tommy's always like,
I
yeah.
get on it.
I have
Yes,
an
go get
injury.
me running. Next thing,
Fucking manager was racist.
get them
To
£1.
do one more of these. So,
Okay.
this actor, he's an actor. I know him well. Downtown, he's an actor, a budding actor. He does directing and all this shit. And writes screenplays and stuff. But he
What they read?
actually wrote a one-man play. It went well. I forget what it's called, but I think he got awards and all for it. I forget. But anyway, he's never told his work. He was in Romeo and Juliet. He called in sick. So he's doing his play, he looked out.
Me DiCaprio.
He looked out, he's doing it Romeo and Juliet. Fucking, it's going fucking swimmingly. He's fucking buzzing, he's filming in sick, he's happy days. He looks in the crowd and his whole fucking workplace is there. All the managers, the manager night out and they went to the fucking play.
They get sacked. Neighbor.
I would have been. I had a free off. Like, you're on stage acting in a play,
Oh, he's
and you
better.
look out and you just see your manager sitting there. Your phone's sick.
Leonardo, come on. We're right there. We're right there.
Fuck me, I'd have been badly. But I think we've talked enough shit today.
Yeah.
If anyone else has similar stories, get them in, post them in. I'll talk about them. I actually have something to talk about the girlfriend, the topic we had last time when we were done our solo show.
Okay, go ahead. Get them to close the show.
Yeah, we'll close the show.
No,
with
we
this.
don't go back always forward, but for you, we're going to go back. Because
Yep.
I was talking to you at Galway gig, so I appreciate this report.
Ah, lads. That's probably what he sounds like. I'm gonna
He's
fi-
from up here. He was just down
Ah,
in
lads. Okay. Lads, I just saw the podcast there. Back in the day, I can't say what his work was, sorry. back in the day when Ask FM was a thing, a girl got me a Christmas present and I was too skint to get her anything back. So I got my mates to what's Ask FM?
Do you not remember Ask FM?
No. What's Ask FM?
Jesus Christ. It was... I funny enough, we were talking about that on One Blood there the other day too. So Ask FM was a thing about 2012, right? And it was... you could set up a profile
And you
just had like a wall, right? And it was basically like, see, like now on your story, the way it's like ask me anything,
Yeah.
and people can send their thing in. But on Instagram now you can see who has
Yeah,
sent it.
yeah.
Whereas on Ask FM it was all anonymous.
Okay.
So it was just chaos because people would just fucking bully the bollocks out of people on
But
it. you
this still doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So back in the day when Ask FM was a thing, a girl got me a Christmas present and I was too skint to get her anything back. So I got my mates to post on Ask FM saying she cheated on me so I could drop her. I was telling this mate this story a few years later in the lane for shopping and turned around and she was right behind me and heard it all. That's a belter. Hi!
So he didn't want to go over because he didn't have no money for...
No, well, he probably just squandered. He didn't have money for a fucking present. He couldn't go to Christmas. Probably only go home and went, I can't say I don't have money for a fucking
Why did
present.
not get her back in? Like, after Christmas Day, let's just let the past stay in the past. Let's give her a
Pom-pom
go.
was no good.
Maybe.
No good pom-pom.
But Ask FM was nuts.
I kind of vaguely remember, but I never used it myself.
I remember.
There's now a new one, NGL. Is not
gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, and that is anonymous. So I put it up the other week for the girlfriend one. Yeah.
Oh,
then
wow,
I
that's
can't-
right.
I can't see what people wrote or who's wrote it.
But the only thing is, as well, is that like, as soon as somebody posted it to it, it would become public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there was no option to like, you know, if somebody wrote something on it, then you could just go, well, I'm not
Delete.
putting that
Oh,
up there.
okay, right,
You know what I mean?
okay.
So it would just go up. So like, what I was saying to him the other day is, see all like the fucking hard cunts in your year, no, who like somebody posted up saying you're a fruit, or like I bit the bollocks at you or something, or accusing you of something. They had like they were being called out, so they had to fucking respond to it and be like, "Who the fuck posted this?"
Jesus, but it's all anonymous. Why you gotta be anonymous?
Because everybody else could see what was written on it.
Well, we've talked enough shit today.
Yeah,
It's been a good wee episode. I've enjoyed it.
yeah. And then the new settings, you feel so comfortable.
I know, it's chill, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like just friends hanging out,
yeah.
a few beers, a few dragon
Few
claws.
dragon claws.
What about our smack avoid? And
Oh, we'll do it. Oh, yeah. Do you have
I can't
anyone?
even think. I
well, I've got one.
Who's the one?
So he granny in your street.
Okay, so smack, bad
Smack
dragon
bang
claw.
avoid.
Smack. So the wee granny in the street. Who else have we got? I'll do it this week. It will be my one this week. The wee granny in the
you want
street.
me? Right, so, old granny in the street. What else were we talking about? The manager in the Hilton
I was gonna
Yep.
say that.
and the manager in LBM.
So the smack one, blank one, and bad dragon claw. And what was the first one again?
The
Old
wee
Garden
granny in the
Street.
street.
Old Garden Street. Right, Old Garden
Hilton.
Street.
LBM.
She's had enough dragon claw. I'll tell you that much.
You're avoiding her.
So
really?
I'm with a blanker.
You're already avoiding it.
Not to smack that ass.
Well, it's all three women, so I'm going to have to smack a woman here.
Smack that all on the
You could
floor.
have. You didn't
smack
say that
dude,
the call
mo-
center one was a woman. You could have just pretended.
No, that's true, but I hated her so. But right, I'm going to smack. Not going to smack old granny. I'm going to blank old granny because that would just be ideal if we just blanked each other. So that would be sort out a lot of problems. I'm going to smack the Hilton Hotel manager because she was a dick and did not let me do anything. She didn't let me take time off. She fucked me over basically. And the single mads are more important than me in my life. And then, lastly, banned Dragon Claw to LBM. The LBM staff, they were alright because they were just one wee level above me. They were just wee motivators. But Yeah, I'd buy them a Dragon Club because they all love drink.
I told you he's a bully. Smack the girl, buy her man a drink.
No, was a woman in Bellevue.
Alright.
They're all women.
Rewind, come again. I retract my statement.
Thank you for joining this week. These are legends.
Like I said, get on the Patreon, £2 a month.
Yep, plenty of different things going on there.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be doing behind the scenes soon. We're going to be We're going to be traveling for some big interviews.
Yep, if you
big
want to
guests
take
come
a
on.
ride with me.
So we'll be doing behind the scenes there. So get in contact with the Patreon. It's on the link. I don't know if it's on the link on YouTube below, but it's on the link tree on all our Instagrams. Get on it. Get signed up. Yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to fucking Spotify. And
follow us on TikTok. There's a Whiskey and Wait Instagram page, but we don't really use it. Yeah, well, now that we don't really use it, we don't use it.
I didn't know Rosal.
Some people's been saying to me about it, but there's one post on it from 1999 with me and Tyrone.
But like, subscribe, and share.
Yep.
And join us next week.
Peace.
Legends.